Hey, Starcrow72, and like Josh Bardwell says, you're going to learn something today. So, a lot of guys don't know, I mean, a lot of my friends watch this show, or the channel I should say, so they all know me. But I am a huge wine nerd. So, I'm actually building, let me show real quick, a very messy basement. And it's going to end up being a very nice wine cellar. And it's going to go in here. And we got this little freestanding wall, hidden door, and I'll show you guys that eventually someday. But you can see the basement's kind of a wreck, and it's been pretty much abused punching bag that's never seen use. So anyway, I bought these wine racks from Wine Enthusiast, and they're Infinity is what they're called. N apostrophe Infinity, and sorry, from Wine Enthusiast. Right there, you can see that. So these are the wine racks. These are the instructions. If you can make hide or hair out of that, just let me know. Okay. So I started putting this thing together, and I got on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, there's got to be a video on how to build these things, and of course there is not. So I am going to show you guys in different stages of how to build these things together. So the first thing that you realize when you start building this thing is these go forwards, okay, on the top and bottom, because when you put these in, the screws go down and go into the base. That's a big number one. So I'm going to show you how to put one of these things in, and I hope to God you guys can see me. And if you can't, I apologize, and I'll show you again later from a different view. But you put this thing in here, and you wedge it into place. Like that. And then take your drill with the bit that doesn't fit too well, and a screw. And screw it. And you got a screw on the top and a screw on the bottom. So it looks like is that. And again, I apologize, it's kind of dark down here, but I'll show you with this one. So you gotta get it in here by some force of witchcraft or magic. Oh, look. And now it doesn't fit, which means this top bar's got to come off in order to be able to put this in. Of course, they don't tell you that in the instructions, because, you know, why would they do that? So I'm going to take that off and line all these things up from one side, and I'm going to put it back on. See you guys back in a minute. So I took that apart, put it back together, put these in. You can see this is just going to be straightened out, screwed down. Everything's all hunky-dory. Looks beautiful. Well, at least it will when it's all done. Okay. Screwdriver, you're going to try and do this thing. Whew. Oh, doggy. So, flip it. And I'll do the other ones and hope that there's enough structural integrity in this thing to hold it all together. Wow, it's really heavy. Also, so if nothing else, it's really good quality. I mean, it's just heavy as sin. So, and for those of you who don't know me when you're showing this video, because you, like I, bought one of these things, and you're going, oh, Starcrow72, what is that? Well, I'm a coffee drinker, and huge fan of dark roast coffee. So there's that. And if you don't know who Josh Bardwell is, You just Google search him. He's got like 300,000 followers or something like that. He's a drone guy. He flies. He's awesome. Okay. So, what did we learn? We learned that these instructions really suck. And that now that we know how to put the first part together, so you do the bottom, bar across the bottom, then stand it up, bar across the top. That's how you put this thing together. Screws all go in. Very nice. Good looking rack. Alright, now I'm going to figure out how to do the next part, and we're going to go from there. Alright, so figured out how to put on the back. Alright, so basically how this thing works. B bars go on the front, C bars go on the back. 6 screws for each bar, meaning that if you don't have one of these, whew, you know what I mean. So, I'm going to grab the camera here, and again, apologize it's dark, but so you can see, that's how that goes in. Okay? C in the back, B in the front. Gives a nice pretty look in the front. Not that it really is going to matter once it's all installed, because everybody's going to just ooh and ah out the wine bottles on it. So, alright. Next thing, I'm going to flip it over and do the other side. So something else I noticed, when you put these screws in, God, I hope that's focusing. Some of these will crack. So we're going to have to go back in and wood glue those here in a little while. Alright, just a little heads up on that one, but as you can see, our rack is starting to actually not look horrible, so it's pretty cool. Alright, so something I figured out just now. I was trying to figure out where to put this crossbar, and look, pre-drilled holes in the back. One there, one there, one there, one there. Wonderful. So, I'm going to go ahead and, now that everything's actually kind of like lining up, you can see it's actually a pretty damn sturdy piece of wood there. So I'm going to screw these in, and then we're going to figure out how to do the front. Okay, so figured out metal bar. Metal bar. Again, you got to find the pre-drilled holes and find out the way that it goes, and it's going to go right there. And I think the metal bar is just really a solidity thing. So then, once you put it on, it's got this faceplate. I'm going to move this. Okay, so you put the metal bar on, and it's got a faceplate that goes over it, but you have to screw in from the back. No big deal, tiny little screws, easy stuff. Okay, so there you have it. It's all put together. I got to take the stickers off, but that's it. And anybody who says it isn't sturdy, boy, they're a liar. I'll tell you what, this thing comes with L brackets to bolt it to the wall, and once it's bolted up, oh my God, it's heavy. I bet you it weighs everything of 30 pounds. But once it's bolted up to that wall and it's sitting on a tile, it's not going anywhere. So next one I'm going to build is going to be that corner piece. Okay, I just found an easier way to do this. Screw in the end piece, screw in the end piece, set them all on there, and put the bottom in. Other than the bottom piece in last. That's the easy way to do it. So now, I'm going to preset all these screws. All I'm going to do is just hold it in place. compared to the first one that I built. This is so much better. And last one. Okay. Alright, so there you go. So that's the first one. Wine Enthusiast Infinity. That's a N apostrophe Infinity. Stackable. This is a corner rack. So it's actually going to go in the corner. And yeah, it's basically, the instructions are just rough. I don't know if you can see that or not. Hopefully you can. If you can't, I apologize, but yeah, they're so small. I mean, you need a magnifying glass, but A1 and A2 are left and right, and then A3 are all the centers. So I'm going to find all those. I'm going to try and build it the exact same way that I built the big one, the other one. And as you can see, I got everything out of the box already. It's a lot of parts. And made a heck of a mess. Alright, so I'm going to put this thing together. And as I go, I'll shoot video and talk you guys through the problems that I'm running across, if there are any. So far, after the first one, I have to say, very good quality stuff. Okay, so I got the bottom on, and I want to show you guys, this is the easiest way to do this. And hopefully you can see this, and because I don't have a screen on this little Polaroid camera, but that is the easiest way to put this thing together, because there is no flat way to lay it down. So, put it together upside down. That's going to make your life easier. Okay, so, starting to put this thing together, and once you get the ends on, you get it sitting on top of itself. Don't screw anything in, because you'll never get it together. Set them in place first, and then do them one way to the other, one side to the other, because see, the screws go down into there, so they go down, and that's how it's held together. And in the front, where the basically the people facing side, it's a super tight fit. So you got to really take your time and make sure everything's lined up before you go and doing anything crazy. So anyway, I'm gonna screw a couple more of these in here, and so there you go. Now it looks nice and pretty. And this is the joint I'm talking about right here. About as close as it's going to get. So, alright, I'm going to do the rest of this and flip it over and screw the other part in. And I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, so as you can see, I now have the top of the bottom of the rack put together. And now I'm going to work on the other side. And I'm getting ready to flip it over here, and I'll screw that all in and get all lined up. And then there's metal strap on the back with the trim strap in the front. And okay, so I put on the back metal strap, and it's basically just to keep everything the way it's supposed to be here, and so it doesn't move around, you know. Don't want any of your bottles falling. I did have this, little far. Did have this brake. It's just split. It's just a flaw in the wood, so that's going to be an issue. I'll put that on the bottom, but I'm going to put the front beam on now, and that'll be front strap goes in there, and it kind of has to be stressed in, so I'm going to start on one side and work my way over to the other. Is bad. And the last piece to put on is going to be that trim. And I just got to figure out which way I'm going to set this. I think where this crack is that's going to be the bottom for sure. So, alright. Starting to come together.